trash is getting uglier by the second. The stock market's been having a really rough day today, and I'm going to break some of this down for you real quick. This is going to be a quickie because I have a meeting in a second, but I'm going to talk about what's happening in the market. So get comfortable, buckle up a seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor on the Black Financial Channel. We talk about Black economics and Black wealth all day long, and we do it from a Black perspective. And we are B1 people. B1 means we are Black first. We put our community at the top of the priority list. So you don't have to be Black to be here. We welcome everybody. But we do put our community at the top of our priority list because we have to solve our problems because nobody else will. So if you agree with that philosophy, if that's okay with you, put a B1 in the chat, hashtag B1. Also, take a moment, please hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe button if you have not done that yet. Now, a lot of you have gotten your stocks body slammed today. Today is a terrible day for the stock market. Right now, I'm going to double check. I'm going to Google search, and it looks like the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down about 2.3%, 2.3% or 798.10 points. And that 2.3% is, from what I understand, that is the worst day of 2021. That is the worst day of the year. So you've had a pretty terrible day, and it's been pretty horrible. But, you know, as New Edition always said, tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? Because that's what investing is. Sometimes it rains. Sometimes you have corrections. Sometimes prices go down. The question becomes, what does this mean? How deep is this going to go? And the research that I've been doing so far on this topic in terms of what's happening today, because I've been peeking in and out all day long and buying, by the way, I've been buying quality companies. What was that called? I think I bought some more GE. I bought some more GE. I like GE as a growth stock. Once they figure out what's going on, I bought some Ford, etc. And so one of the things that I wanted to pay attention to was like, what's really going on? Is there something really happening that we should worry about, or is this transitory? My conclusion is that obviously there's a lot of conversation about the Delta variant in this virus and how that's going to affect things. And so the reason for your market panic that you saw today, and I believe it is a panic, is because there was basically word that came out about the Delta variant. A lot of people are catching this Delta variant, and they're calling this what they call it, a pandemic for the people that haven't got the shot. I'm not going to use the V word. Y'all know the V word. It rhymes with Maxine. I'm not going to say the V word because apparently people like Rizza Islam get banned from social media for using the V word. So I'm not going to use the V word, but you know what I'm talking about, the government shot. And they're making a big deal out of that. They're saying 30,000 new cases per week, up from 11,000 cases, which, you know, obviously that's a problem. If it affects anybody in your family, I'm sorry. But what I always look for is how many of those people are going to survive, right? And it looks to me like it's not a death-related issue because they're not mentioning the number of deaths; they're mentioning the number of cases. And also, a lot of these government shots from these different companies, Moderna, Pfizer, et cetera, are supposedly effective against this Delta variant. So what does that say? What conclusion am I coming to based on that? Well, the conclusion I'm coming to based on that is that a lot of this is much ado about nothing. I believe that this is going to go away. I believe that this week you're going to see a market increase unlike anything you've seen all year. I think that, and again, maybe I'm wrong, maybe something else crazy will happen. But when you look at the history of stock market reversals, typically when there's a big drop like this, there's an overreaction in the market, and then the market comes back to its senses. People kind of shore their portfolios up. They deal with their margin calls. Margin calls are when you borrow against your portfolio and you have to put cash in and all that. You have to sell some stock and all that. Well, they're gonna it's gonna pretty much come back. It's gonna be like when you get in a fight with your girlfriend and you get really mad and or your wife and you're yelling back and forth, and then you both walk away like, I don't want to talk to you no more. And then about 2 hours later, you come back and say, all right, I'm sorry for what I said, but here's my issue. Here's what's really going on, right? You come back together, and then maybe you have some makeup sex and everything's okay, and the makeup sex is really good, right? Well, how does that apply to the market? Did I use that analogy because I'm just a weirdo? Well, yes, I am a weirdo. I want to make sure you know that. But then also I use that analogy because the market does the same thing. The market overreacts. It gets into this big chaotic volatility, and the prices drop because people start panicking. And then what happens is that the next day, you tend to see a little bit of a reversal. This is what I wrote my whole dissertation on, reversals in the market. So day to day, I'm not going to tell you what for sure this is going to happen tomorrow, but I wouldn't be surprised if we follow the worst day of the year with the best day of the year. Like when you go through the thunderstorm, the sunshine feels also good. So don't be surprised if you have some sunshine tomorrow. I bought a whole lot of stock today because I believe that America's on sale and these companies are solid. And I believe the economic recovery is going to happen. And I don't believe they're going to shut down again because most of the governors, from what I've been reading, refuse to shut down again. They're like, we are not going to shut down over a virus that has a 99.9% survival rate. We're just not going to do it. Like we might have to take a couple of L's, but we're going to just keep going. And honestly, I think that's the right strategy because if you look at the increase in drug overdoses, that happened. I mean, and by the way, shout out to Keisha. Is it Keisha Cole, whose mama just died from, she just overdosed literally on her birthday. That's why I hate drugs. I hate, when I saw that with DMX and Keisha Cole and all of our families and my family and all that. I hate drugs. I've been watching Snowfall and it's been driving me crazy because drugs destroyed the Black community. Drugs are the new KKK. So when I see the music industry promoting drug addiction to our kids, it just makes me angry as hell. And I wish it would make you angry as hell because if we all get angry enough, I think we can make them shut that down. They don't do that to other communities. They do that to us. But with that said, though, effectively, this whole just going back to the market. Let's get back to the market. I don't want to distract too much from the conversation, but I don't believe there's going to be another shutdown. I believe that the country is tired of it. The drug addiction, the drug overdoses were huge. The suicides were huge during the pandemic. Depression was at an all-time high. My wife is a therapist. Their office was overcrowded with people that were suicidal and depressed because of, what was going on. So they're just saying, look, the cost is too high. We can't have a situation where the remedy is worse than the disease itself, right? Where the cure kills you more than the actual disease. So I don't believe they're going to shut down. I believe that the economic recovery is well underway. I believe everything's going to be all right. I believe that most of this panic is up here, psychological. The fear index, the fear gauge, the CBOE volatility index, they call it the fear gauge that measures fear in the economy. It's very high. I believe it's going to go down, and I believe everything's going to be all right. So hang in there, stay tough. I know it sucks, but you guys are going to do great. And by the way, I have a lecture on Black financial security. If you want to go take a look on the keys to Black financial security and what that looks like, and it's at blackfinancialsecurity.com. Let me see. Let me check the URL and just make sure it's there. Yeah. There's a free lecture. There's a free training actually on the secrets to lifetime financial security for your family. So go watch that with your kids or your husband, your wife, your baby mama, or your cousins. I ain't judging, but just get the information that you need so you can be better. It's totally free. Go to blackfinancialsecurity.com. So take care, guys. Please hit the thumbs up button. Could you do that? Please hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe before you go. And I'll be back in a little bit later to talk to you more about what's going on with the markets. And of course, tomorrow we have stock market investing class. So take care, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Peace.